my preparation phase is just as important as my result. Okay, so boom. In this video, I will be taking you guys along with me through a productive, ideal day. I don't do this stuff every single day, but an ideal day, I guess, whatever that means, in quarantine. And I will also talk to you about how everyone has been talking about productivity and the burden that that can put on you sometimes if you feel like you're not doing enough during this season. And I will submit to you 3 possible reflection points at the end of the video on things to keep in mind that may help you to keep your peace and not feel like you're not doing enough, as I've seen many people have felt during this entire crisis. So yeah, stay to the end and like this video if you like the visuals or the tips or whatever, and engage with me, please engage with me.
So the first thing I like to do the night before is just to create a to-do list. This just helps me on the day of to feel more organized and to not just feel overwhelmed. And so I like to put a scripture on the bottom. I don't always do it on this website called Canva, but it's just a really good resource. And yeah, my day starts with meeting with God, and just thanking Him and trying to get into a grateful mindset, and just having, a good perspective for the rest of my day. So this particular day, I woke up at 6:30 around that time, just because this is really an ideal day. I like to just wake up that early sometimes before it's light outside and just pray and have my alone time with God, but also just think and meditate. And these were just some shots, honestly, of my room because it was aesthetically pleasing to me on that day. So I was like, let me show them. So yeah, this is super self-explanatory, but I'm just here washing my face. Most days I do it for like 1 minute, but some days I like to take longer if I have time because it can be like a little face massage and it's relaxing. So that's like my little mini self-care, when I have some extra time in the morning. But yeah, so then after that, I like to do some exercise. I don't do this all the time, but we got all this time, so why not? I got time today. But yeah, I typically focus on abs more than anything, which should change. I should do a little bit more cardio. I've tried to do some running. But yeah, this is me working out. And then boom, doing some lunges. And now boom, breathing.
So here I am back in bed. I didn't do the whole exercise. I kind of like modified it for y'all. But yeah, that's basically what I do. Mostly just like abs. I should do some more cardio and legs, but I have not been doing that, to be honest.
So these are the 4 main vitamins and supplements I've been using currently during this coronavirus outbreak. The main one being vitamin C. I got this one from Mom's Organic Market. There's lots of different benefits. I'm not going to school y'all and tell y'all the benefits of each one. And so yeah, me and my family are strapped right now. We try to get some more when we can.
Okay, as you can see, I separate my orange peels from my oranges, and I usually save these because I actually like to boil these in water, because I heard that like there's more vitamin C in the peels than the actual like oranges themselves. So I'll either like stand over the pot or whatever while it's boiling and just inhale it, because it's like a mucus buster apparently, or like I'll use it to freshen the air, or like I'll make a tea. So yeah, that's why that's there.
So this is what I was talking about earlier, about how I like to save my orange peels to boil them. It really just makes the air smell amazing.
So as you can see, the orange juice is done. It's mad frothy. Ignore my nails, y'all. I've been in quarantine. But yeah, I'm gonna just like mix it
or whatever and serve it. Look how pretty that is. It's so bright. I don't know why I'm always so captivated by like pulp. It's so weird. Another thing I like to do at the beginning of the day is have some kind of supplement like powder or whatever. So this is a green powder from Amazing Grass. It's a detox and digest one, the clean greens, and apparently it has a whole lot of good ingredients that are good for your digestive system. On the back, you can even, wow, it's taking forever to turn this field. Look at the oranges. A lot of different good things on there. So a lot of what you need greens wise. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so boom, you made it to close to the end of the video. And if you stayed to all the way to the end, you are a real one. But yeah, so this part of the video, I'm just going to be giving you 3 reflection points about things that you can think about as you're trying to keep peace and not feel like,
oh, I'm not making the most of my time during the quarantine. I'm in a crisis and I'm not getting things done.
Like, these things are important things to keep in mind and to fix your mind on so that you can chill and be productive at the same time. Okay, so boom, the first thing that I keep in mind while I'm thinking about this productivity stuff during quarantine is just that rest is equally as important as work. A lot of times I think just in the world in general, but especially in America, if you're living in America, there's this kind of like go-getter attitude, which can be very positive, but it also can be detrimental when people are saying things like,
no days off, and no sleep, I can sleep when I'm dead.
Like stuff like that. Like, I see the spirit behind it, but at the same time, y'all, like, you're not going to produce your best work if you're tired and anxious and not filling yourself up with inspiration, wisdom, and rest. So the biggest thing that I try to tell myself is like, when I'm resting, I'm not wasting time. A lot of times it's very tempting to feel like you're wasting time when you are resting, but just remind yourself like, no, this is literally just as important as the work that I'm about to do. In fact, this might give me more creative energy to do what I need to do. This might give me more time to reflect and be inspired. So make your rest, put as much energy into your rest as you put into your work, because it literally is just as valuable. Okay, so the second thing that I like to keep in mind is that my preparation phase is just as important as my results. So in this day and age, we all know social media, TV, all that stuff shows everyone's success and their highlight reel, and that can leave a lot of people struggling with mental health. And we all know this, we've heard this on a lot of different YouTube videos, but I just want to submit to you that the preparation phase can literally be just as enjoyable as the results. So yeah, whether that looks like throughout your day, like let's say your goal is to get in shape. Don't ruin the whole journey of the working out each day by being like, oh, I just literally had the six pack or whatever. But like, let each workout be something fun. Like, put on some music, like pray before you start working out. Like, make the work, just as important, because like, if you keep saying like, tomorrow I'll be happy when I get this, what if that never comes? You know what I mean? You can't make your joy based on the result. And lastly, what helps me when I'm thinking about how productivity doesn't define my worth, I have to think about what actually does define my worth. And for me, I believe it's because I'm a child of God. And really that just helps me think like, okay, so I said I'm a child of God. Children don't have to prove that they're like worth something to their parents. They just are, because they're children, you know what I mean? And their parents naturally should love them. And so that, when I realize that I'm not just like a servant of God, a person that is just overly productive and trying to prove myself to God, but rather I'm a child who already has his, approval, that allows me to work now from a place of, rest, so that my work is not controlled by this anxiety. What are people going to think if I'm not producing this work? What is God going to think about me if I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? But rather, I'm resting and I have more creative reign now, because I'm producing work from a place of rest rather than like a place of worry and anxiety. My baby, and there's so much love inside me.